Hello everyone and welcome to the 2022 Volley for the Cure. It's a great night and a great atmosphere here at Sycamore High School as the top two teams in the GMC are battling out on the court. I'm Adam Little, joined alongside my partner for tonight's broadcast, Audrey Hunt. And Audrey, what are you excited for in tonight's matchup?
I mean, these are the top two teams in GMC. I'm excited to see how this goes down.
And just off that, Katie Helms, the sophomore middle hitter, picks up a kill for the Comets as they take the 1-0 lead. And back to serve the freshman Maya Ehlers, and this has kind of been a tale the entire year. The Comets got a lot of youth on their team. Is that one? Hit right out of bounds. That time. It's going to be Lily Bell. We kind of touched on the youth on this team. And, Audrey being a freshman, these are girls you're walking around the hallway every day with. How exciting is it to see them on the varsity court?
I mean, I played volleyball for 6 years, so I played with them last year, and I think it's great to see how far they've come, and I know they've worked really hard, so all their work's paying off.
Yeah. And Ehlers again back to serve after the ace. She's going to send that one into the net. Checking in for the Comets, it's going to be number 6, Maria Habra, the senior. And back to serve, Carly Thiel. She's one of the star players for this Sycamore Aviator team. As Thiel sends that one out of bounds, the Comets out to an early 4-1 lead. That one going to be set by Morandi and swung outside by Bell. Evans with a nice backward set to Bianchini. Bianchini sends it over. That swing by Bell. Now over to Rosano. Rosano sends it over the net, back and forth between these two teams. And ultimately, Ashley Walker, the sole senior on this Lady Aves volleyball team, picks up the kill. As Crociata gets that one over to Evans. Evans then to Samuel. Samuel sends it over. And a weird set. Perhaps a weird hit by Bell, but then that's going to be over to Rosano. Rosano sends it over, and Lily Bell for Sycamore getting a lot of action here early. As Gabby Rosano hits that one, that's going to go outside of the pole for a Sycamore point. And Ashley Walker, she picked up that kill early on. She beat the school record. She broke the school record earlier on in the year, and so she's definitely an asset for the Aviators.
I agree. I think definitely. I'm pretty sure she's the only senior. Her leadership really shows.
And that one's going to be blocked out of bounds. Too much for Samuel and Peyton Evans to handle. That's just part of the pure brute strength that Ashley Walker brings. As Crociata sends that one up for Addie Bianchini. And Rosano over to Evans. Evans to Bianchini, and Bianchini sails it out of bounds. As Sycamore, they're going to take their first lead of the night, 5-4. That one set by Morandi. Morandi to Walker. And that hit by Rosano, blocked by Lily Bell. Rosano again tips it over, but a great save by the Aviator libero. Right after the volley, Lily Bell picks up the kill. Comets. They had a hot start, took the early 3-0 lead, but since then it's been all Aviators.
that serve receive, that's definitely the key to get these rallies going.
It's Evans. Backward set to Bianchini. Bianchini slams it. She's one of 2 freshmen on this starting Comet squad. And they're going to say an aviator was in the net as Kate Zizicki, the junior, checks back to serve. Zizicki with the ace on that play, and the Comets, one of their strengths this year has been their aces. They've been able to get a lot going from the serving line. And Audrey, I think I jinxed them as that one's going to sail out of bounds. So Zizicki, right after the ace, was jinxed. That one's going to sail out of bounds. It appears it's a little bit slippery on the court. So they're going to get that cleared up with
some nice paper towels.
As Bell sends that one over. But Stella Sadia picks up the kill on the block. A lot of frontline action from Sycamore this evening as they're ahead 8-6. Zizicki to Samuel, but a beautiful save by the libero, Lindsay Stevenson, as Ehlers to Zizicki, to Samuel, and Samuel unable to convert on the cross. That ball's going to go out of bounds.
Westerman with the serve.
Moran with the set. And that one going to be a kill for the Aviators, and the Avers, they're starting to pick it up. Stevenson sends that one over, returned by Maya Ehlers, and Ehlers over to Evans with the swing. And Kate Zizicki of the Comets catches the Aviators lacking.
Nice little trick.
She's going to send that one over the net. And Audrey, I know you played volleyball, through middle school and when you were younger, and this Volley for the Cure game, it's really a milestone for both teams. Talk to us about, kind of the backstory behind it and what this game means between both these teams.
I mean, I definitely know this is an important event. All these players, there's definitely someone, even everyone in the stands, there's someone that they're playing for in their hearts, and I think it's a great way to bring them together, and I know this win will come across even better for each team.
And they're going to call a double touch on the Comets there, but yeah, great cause and a great way to bring two rivals together on the court. There's a beautiful block by Katie Helms. Prompts the attack from Maya Ehlers, but another nice return from Lindsay Stevenson. That time, Peyton Evans, the setter, with the block. And checking in for Mason is going to be their star middle blocker, Gabby Rosano. As Evans sends that one over. Rosano with the return by Stevenson. Out to Moran. And that's going to be Caroline Shomo with the kill. Shomo sends that one over. Westerman has a hard time returning it. It's just ultimately going to be free balled over by Gabby Rosano. That time, Lily Bell with the swing, but it's going to be blocked by the Comets. And the freshman, Addie Bianchini, checks into the game. Back to serve the other freshman on this varsity squad, Maya Ehlers. As Ehlers sends that one deep. We've seen this a lot from both teams today. A lot of servicers. Yeah, they've just been lifting too much in the gym, I guess.
I mean, at the end of the day, getting your serves in, that's the key fundamental of winning the games. Got to start with the serve. Evans
with the set to Rosano, and how about that block from Ashley Walker? And Coach Dinkelwacker of the Comets is going to call the first timeout of the night as Sycamore takes an early 14-10 lead over the Comets. Welcome back. Sycamore High School, the Aviators have an early 14-10 lead over the Comets in the annual Volley for the Cure.
There is a kill for number 13.
As that time,
Rosano.
It's going to be Rosano that picks up the kill. Trotting back to serve. It's going to be Marissa Crociata, the libero for Mason. Sends that one over. Moran with the set. And Lily Bell just sends it over. And Abby Samuel with the block. She's just going to punch it over. Moran to Samuel, and the third time's a charm. Abby Samuel bringing it down on the net. Crociata sends it over. Moran to Lily Bell. They're going to say that was out of bounds. However, they're going to give a tip. They're going to call a tip on the Comets, giving Sycamore the points. And Audrey, that was a big point for the Comets if they wanted to get back in this game. You know, it's a 3-point game, but they're not playing up to Coach Dinkelwacker's standards so far.
I agree. I feel like there's definitely been a lot of hits and serves out of bounds, and that's kind of the key. You got to get your serves in. It's what helps you get the pace set for the rest of the game.
A lot of her early mistakes. That serve, Haber has a hard time with, but it's ultimately going to be sent over by Bianchini. Moran with the set on the outside. Another miscommunication from the Comets as that ball's just going to drop right on the center logo. 17-12, the Aviator lead. Another service error. That time it's Maria Habra. You know, whether it's been service errors, service reception errors, you know, a lot of balls hit out of bounds. Comets are playing really sloppy so far. That's Ehlers to Evans. Evans to Abby Samuel. And Evans to Rosano, and Rosano, the beautiful ball there. That one's going to hit the net. I mean, hit the line, excuse me.
Gabby Rosano, these late couple points in the last game, these past couple games, that's how kind of gets the Comets back, creeping back in the lead. her kills are definitely, and her as a whole is a big aspect of the winning teams.
Stevenson with the set over to Lily Bell, and that one's going to sail out of bounds. Lily Bell, she's the only senior on this Lady A's volleyball squad. Normally she wears the number 16, but tonight, Volley for the Cure, they've got their custom jerseys, changing things up a bit. As Bell sends that one to the back row, and a big swing out of bounds. That's going to be a Comet point. They slowly start to close the gap. 18 to 15, now the lead. I know we've talked about the Comets playing really sloppy. How can they kind of recover from that, Audrey?
I mean, like I said before, I think just getting their hits in and getting some more of their serves in, I think definitely maybe a little bit more talking back row, trying to get those passes up. But overall, I mean, we saw it last time with Gabby Rosano, and I think 2 kills this set, and Abby Samuel. Those late blocks in the game, that's always really important. And it's a really hard. Abby Samuel's a fierce competitor out there. Getting over her. I mean, yeah, I just think overall, keep doing the good things and a little better on some serve receives.
And after Sycamore's first timeout, back to serve is going to be Kate Zizicki. As she sends that one deep. And another just constant mistakes by the Comets. And, after these timeouts, Coach Dinklocker, she was hoping to shape her squad up. Does no good as Bell sends that one over. The set to Abby Samuel. It's going to be a tip by the Aviators. Over to Bianchini, and Bianchini sends it over. Nice swing by Carly File. It's back on the Aviator side. They're going to call a double touch as Abby Samuel. She hit it off the face of the Aviator defender there.
Just to prove there, she's a real strong competitor. It's hard to get the other team's serve over her, but almost even harder to try to block some of her hard hits.
And Haley Westerman, the sophomore, picks up her first ace of the game.
Looking back in the past couple of games, I mean, Westerman she's known for the long serving runs really late in the game, and that's really what helps, getting their serves in, and Westerman does a phenomenal job with that.
Great defense from Abby Samuel. An even better return from the Aviators. Samuel with the cross. That time, she could not flick her wrist enough. That ball's going to go out of bounds. Comets, they've been hitting them deep, whether it's been in the serve department or the hitting department all game long. Zizicki to Maya Ehlers. And Ehlers, that one barely outside. The Comets, they want a tip. The officials aren't going to budge. As Coach Dinkalocker calls her second time out of the game. With that timeout, we're going to head to a quick break. The Sycamore Aviators lead the Mason Comets 21-7 in the annual Volley for the Cure. We are back here from Sycamore High School. Comets, they've been playing a sloppy game so far. Coach Dinkalocker hoping to change that. How about that swing by Abby Samuel? Despite the Comets, lack of productivity tonight, Abby Samuel, she's been getting it done.
Number 14, Gabby Postel, sophomore. checks back into the game, first time all night.
Postel sends it over. The Aves have a hard time recovering it. Suzuki has it in the middle. Over to Peyton Evans, and Evans gonna pick up her first kill of the night. And Audrey, earlier on in the season, Evans, she was acting as the Comets' full-time setter, but they've kind of transitioned into that 6'2", coming back from her injury. She missed the first couple games, and they've been trying to kind of ease her in.
I agree. A couple times out of there, I keep hearing Dink say, Coach Dink, don't jump. I think the ankle is still a little on the edge, so I think they're trying to keep it safe, but Kate Suzuki's been doing a great job as the other setter, and I think it gives Evans overall a great job of being able to set and be an aggressive hitter as well.
Suzuki sends that one over to Ehlers. Unable to convert. A great return by the libero, Crociata, as Westerman's just going to send that one over. Opposite side swing from the Aviators is another block from the Comets. So 22-20 to score. The Comets start to close that gap as Evans sends it over. A nice swing by Carly File, but she's not able to convert. Rosano for the Comets finds a wide open space. She pinpoints that ball. It's now a 1-point ball game.
I tell you, those last couple kills by Gabby Rosano, I feel like that's really strong and a great bet for the Comets to get back in this game.
Evans sends it over the set by Miranda. Comets are calling for a net. I'm going to say that swing was in the net.
Some disagreement
some confusion
there.
from both teams. Sycamore's going to call a timeout. They didn't like that call. Comets tied the game up at 22. Towards the end of this set, they've been doing a lot better, controlling those mental errors.
It's tied up the end of the first set. We knew going into this that it would be a tough match, and they both played about 3 or 4 similar teams, and they all take on them to exactly both 3 sets or both 4. We knew going in this would be a great game, and that's how it's showing right now.
Yeah, these two teams, they've been on an even playing field all year long, both sitting atop the GMC. Sycamore in first. They've got a better overall record at 11-5, but both teams are undefeated in the GMC. This time they're going to give the point to the Aviators for 23-22. Now the score, Comets don't have a lot of breathing room here towards the end of this first set. As Style sends it over. Returned by Westerman. Evans to Maya Ehlers in the block from Lily Bell. So set point here for the Aviators. They're ahead by 2. It's do or die time for the Comets. Crociata with the nice pass to Evans. Evans to Rosano, and Rosano. How about that kill from a star middle blocker? Checking in for Mason, Addie Bianchini, only as a freshman. She's been playing lights out. Ehlers, the risky serve. The Aviators are just going to tip it over. Evans to Rosano. And the Aviators are trying to get this ball over the net. Force Mason to make the mistakes. But that time, Addie Bianchini, she's not going to be stopped, but she picks up the kill. Tying the game up at 24. with the serve. That one going to be sent over by Lily Bell. Evans to Helms. Big mistake by the Comets as Katie Helms sends that one out of bounds. The set point for the Aviators. That's Ehlers with the pass. Evans to Rosano, and Rosano, they're going to say that was outside the net as the Aviators, they're going to pick up the first set 26-24 here at the 2022 Volley for the Cure. We'll be back here with all the second set action right after this. Welcome back to Sycamore High School. We've got all the festivities going on tonight in the annual Volley for the Cure. Over the Mason Comets took a tumble during the first set, 26-24. And Audrey, tell us a little bit about how the Comets need to improve heading into the second set.
I definitely think as the first set went on, they got better with it, but really just some serve receive. I feel like there's been some miscommunication and just talking to be able to get the ball up. That's how it starts. They did a great job towards the end, much better than the beginning, getting their serves in, and that's really what helps. And really just their blocks. Their blocks have been excellent tonight. I feel like they got to keep that up in order to give, the Aviators a nice challenge.
Yeah, and that's on Gabby Rosano's going to send that one out of bounds. And checking in for Sycamore, Rachel Farquhar. She's back to serve. And that time, Katie Helms picks up the kill. Beautiful set. And a beautiful swing by the sophomore.
I can't look off the camera. You have to put it above the camera.
Ehlers with the serve.
Bianchini. The nice return. All she's trying to do is just get the ball over the net there. Crociata to Evans. Evans to Rosano. And they're going to call that one a block, and it is a Comet point.
Freshman Maya Ehlers goes back to serve again.
And that one's going to be an ace from the freshman Maya Ehlers. She's really been picking up the slack for the Comets this season, especially behind the serving line. Taylor sends that one over the net. Bianchini with a nice return. Evans outside to Bianchini. But that one's going to be blocked by the Aviators. Their student section going crazy. We've had a great turnout tonight, especially for the Aviators, and even, a few Comets came along on the road.
Will be a point for Sycamore.
And now back to serve for the Aviators. Still Asadia. She sends that one over. Evans to Helms. 2 straight plays. A nice block from the Aviators. And that time it's Lucy Feynman, the sophomore, picking up the block. It's 2 straight really nice blocks from her. As Evans returns that one to Rosano. Rosano tries to find the outside corner, but it's unsuccessful. That time it's going to be Lily Bell with the kill for the Aviators. That's star senior.
Comets do a pretty good job with, relying on the line there, but Bianchini let that one fall.
Crociata with the return over to Evans. Rosano tries to get that one over the net. Big swing outside from Sadia. And Addie Bianchini just tips that one over. And ultimately, Lily Bell's going to send that one out of bounds. For the Comet point, checking in on the front line is Abby Samel. Marissa Crociata sends it over. Beautiful dig by Anna Schlagen. Rosano picks it up, finds Evans. Evans to Bianchini. And that one gonna sail out of bounds for a kill off to the block. Bianchini, a nice swing for Mason. Crociata sends it over, but a beautiful serve. As that's going to be an ace. Lindsay Stevenson couldn't get anything going there.
Comets coming back in, ties it up 6-6. Crociata with the serve.
Crociata sends that one over the net as the Aviators try to find Lily Bell. They can't get much started. Rosano sends it over. Back on the Aviator side of the ball. Sends it over. Evans to Samuel. Samuel picks up the kill. She's had a dominant game so far. 2 beautiful blocks, and that time she's going to pick up her 2nd kill.
Take the lead there.
The Aviators are going to send that one over the net. But a net violation from the Comets. I believe it was Abby Samuel who got tangled up. 7-7. Second set all tied up. As Stevens sends that one over. A beautiful set from Peyton Evans leads to a beautiful kill from Gabby Rosano. She's going to check out of the game. And taking her place is the setter, Kate Zizicki. Zizicki with a nice serve. Abby Samuel's gonna block that one. The Comets, it's gonna pump their crowd up. Zizicki, back serve again. One of the many juniors on this team. She's gonna send it out of bounds. Senior Lily Bell with a serve for the Aviators, returned by Ehlers. Back to Crociata, who sends it over the net. The set out to Thiel. Bianchini with the swing, and they're going to call a lift on the Aviators. So Addie Bianchini is going to pick up the kill.
Westerman goes back to the line.
Westerman with the serve. So all the Aviators can do is just send it over there. Crociata out to Evans. How about that block? It's going to be Carly Thiel.
That will be a serve for the Aviators. So over it's in.
Zizicki out to Evans. But they're going to call a double touch on Zizicki. She tried to sit that one backwards. So neck and neck matchup between these two rivals. The Aviators, they took the first set 26-24, but the Comets, they've started to pick it up in the second set. It's Abby Samuel. The beautiful kill there.
Two sophomores. Holmes and Postel check back in. Gabby Postel goes back to the line.
And Gabby Postel gonna pick up the ace. Second set, the Comets, they've had to rely on those aces a lot. They've been limiting their service errors. And that's been huge. That's part of the reason they're ahead right now. Postel sends it over. He finds Thiel. He's gonna pick up the kill as two Comets, Westerman and Postel, they're gonna get tangled up. Caroline Chomo back to serve, the freshman for the Aviators. That's returned by the freshman on the Comets, Maya Ehlers. Helms sends it over. That one's going to be blocked by Evans. The Comets, they're going to pick up the point.
Evans goes back to serve.
And Evans, she's been solid for the Comets throughout her first, or her last 2 years as a Comet. You know, she floated varsity as a freshman. Didn't get much playing time, but she did play a little bit. For these past 2 years, she's turned as the team's primary setter, and boy, she's a good one. The Comets, they're lucky to have her.
Beginning of the season with her injury,
Sycamore is going to pick up the point, closing the gap, 13-12. Returned by Crociata. Crociata to Evans. And ultimately, Rosano's just going to bump that one over. Lily Bell with the tip, but it's going to go out of bounds. And checking into the game for the Comets. It's going to be the freshman, Addie Bianchini. Ehlers sends it over. But a beautiful return from Crociata. Evans to Bianchini. Tipped by Rosano, and that's going to be a Comet point.
Freshman Maya Ehlers comes back to the line to serve. Comets taking the lead by 3 points, 15-12.
That one out to Bell. Bell is going to pick up the kill as it's tipped by the Comets. Coach Winkwalker telling her team they're in this. You're there ahead by 2 points. Don't drop your heads. As they definitely have the ability to beat this Aviator squad.
Nice save by Evans there, but Zano couldn't quite get that over.
And you know, this rivalry between the Mason Comets and the Sycamore Aviators, it's not just in volleyball. You could even argue it's the biggest in football. You know, this Friday, we've got the Battle of the Skies. And it's a home game at Dwyer Field. That's one both teams look forward to the whole year. You know, the Comets in the air and as well the Aviators. Arguably the biggest rivalry for the Comets. With Gabby Rosano with a missile. She picked up the kill.
Cruciata goes back to serve. The Comets taking back the lead by 1. Cruciata with the serve, it's in.
That ball getting lost in the ceiling, but Rosano with a great job of following the ball. Cruciata sends it over. The set by Mirabay.
That was an impressive up by Ehlers. We'll call a double touch on Rosano. It's going to be Aviators point. Back to serve with it all tied up, 16-16.
It's an electric atmosphere here at Sycamore High School. You know, sometimes these volleyball games, they don't always fill up the seats, but tonight, I mean, especially on this Sycamore side, we've got a full house. The Comets had some nice travel as well.
It's volley for the Cure game, you know, it's a special cause. Look, it brings a lot more people here.
And all the decorations up, really rounds out.
Kate Suzuki with the serve.
And that one outside to Lucy Thaman. She's going to pick up her first kill of the night. As Bell sends that one over. Evans is going to find Abby Samuel, who sends it over. That's on a big swing by Stella Sadia. Lily Bell on the backside. Cruciata to Bianchini, and Bianchini finds the corner, but she's going to pick up the kill.
Westerman checks back in. I know I said this last set, but these long serving rallies, I mean, Westerman, these past couple games, I mean, that's what helped bring them to win, especially some of their home games. I mean, I know Westerman just keeps going with these long rallies. Comets are up by 1. Next serve is over. It's in.
They got to find Farquhar, who sends it over Westerman to Suzuki. Suzuki to Evans, and Evans with the tip. Cruciata with the sloppy return, but a great recovery by Kate Suzuki. She just throws her arms out and picks up the point for Mason.
Her foot placement was perfect there. I mean, wasn't over the net. It was sloppy, but it got the job done.
Kate Suzuki, she makes something out of nothing. Westerman sends it over. That time a big swing by Sadia. Evans, another big swing, but that one's going to go out of bounds.
That'll be Aviators point. They're going to go back to serve. Comets up by 1 point.
And Lily Bell checks into the game, the freshman. set from Miranda to Bell. That block's going to go out of bounds. You know, in this second set, we haven't seen a lot from number 16, Ashley Walker, the star player for this Aviator team. And I think that's part of the reason why they aren't ahead. You know, they've tied it up. Been playing a lot better in the second half of the set. But after that swing from the Comets, they're going to take the lead.
Two sophomores check back in. Costello goes back in. You know, last set she had a couple aces. Let's see if she can hold it and do it again.
Couple substitutions on the Sycamore end. That's Costello. It's a beautiful serve, and that's going to be an ace. The Comets extend their lead 21-19. And Sycamore is going to call their first time out of the set. We're going to head to a quick break. The Comets are leading the Aviators 21-19 in the Battle of the Skies. And we are back live here from Sycamore High School. Gabby Postel, the sophomore, back to serve for the Comets. She picked up an ace last play. That one going to be sent over by Miranda. Postel to Evans. Evans with a big swing. And they're going to say there was an Aviator in the net. Comets, they lead 22-19. Postel sends it over. It's set by Miranda. Returned by Westerman. Zazicki to Ayler, and that one's going to be a block.
That will be a point for the Aviators.
On the libero, Marissa Cruciata checks into the game. She's going to bring that back row depth for the Comets. Ayler's with the return. Zazicki on the right side to Evans, who sends it over. Time's going to be a tip by the Aviators. Suzuki again, looking towards the right side to Peyton Evans, and Evans. That one's going to be out of bounds.
And there you have it. The Aviators have got it back up to only a 1-point difference. Comets still on top.
As Helm sends that one over for Mason. Cross court swing from the Aviators. And that's going to be a kill from Lucy Thaman. Coach Dinkelhocker is going to call timeout. And Comets, they seem to have control throughout this entire second set, but starting to lose group at the very end. Very scary.
They just got to hold on for 3 more points. Sycamore Aviators are going to go back on the court.
It's Coach Dinkelhocker. She's starting to get a little fired up in that Mason huddle. She wants to see more effort from her team. As they break the huddle, they're looking to take their first set of the night. They fell 26-24 in the first. That one's going to be sent over and out of bounds, so a lucky break for Mason.
That was some great communication there by Ehlers and Westerman. Helps bring the Comets back their lead up by 1 with Peyton Evans, the junior. Going back to the line.
Evans sends that one over.
Deep but in.
Turned by Randy, but free ball over. Evans looking towards the middle to Gabby Rosano. That ball is going to go towards the right side of the court. Stevenson free balls it over. Evans to Helms. Beautiful cross court, but an even better return by the Aviators. And a weird swing by Maya Ehlers, but it checks the corner of the court. It's the Comets. It's set point here in the second.
There'll be a timeout by the Aviators. I think in their minds, they feel like really only 2 points isn't that much of a difference. And they won the first set. They want to come back. They want to win the second one in order to get only 3. One more match after this. 3 in total.
And again, we talked about it, this night's special, celebrating breast cancer awareness. And it's something really cool that both teams do is they bring one person who they know that's been affected by breast cancer into attendance, give them a flower before the game. So, not only are they playing for their school, but they're playing for that special someone. And I know the Comets, they're really wanting to bring it home tonight. So looking to seal the second sets is the junior, Peyton Evans. Evans, the deep serve, but it's going to be returned by Walker. Rosano to Evans. Back to Rosano. She's going to pick up the kill as the Comets take home the second set, 25-22. And with that, we're going to do a quick break. The game is now tied 1-1. And welcome back to the 2022 Volley for the Cure. Not only is it the Volley for the Cure, but it's the Battle of the Skies as the Comets are taking on the Aviators. Sycamore took the first set, but the Comets, they closed the gap and took the second set. In a back and forth ball game. And Audrey, kind of break us down that second set.
I mean, I think really, overall they did a great job coming back, and I mean, at the end they kind of let up a little bit and let the Aviators have a chance to come back, but they ended up taking the win for that set. Gabby Rosano had a lot of kills. It's really important there. Get your hits in. They had some really nice blocks there, and really I feel like the Aviators made a bunch of some simple mistakes in the second set.
Very different from the first set as the Comets, they were the ones making those mistakes. But Katie Helms, she's going to pick up the first point of the night for Mason. And back to serve is going to be the sophomore Haley Westerman. As Westerman sends it over the net. The set by Moran. That was going to be blocked. Crociata to Evans, to Helms. And some great defense from both teams. Sycamore with the block, but a nice return by Mason. Crociata with the dive. Sent over by Evans. Moran to Ashley Walker. Now back out to Rosano for the Comets. And she's going to go on the left corner and pick up the kill.
There's some really great defense there. I mean, those are some tough hits to get back up, and Comets did a great job there defending their court. Westerman will go back to serve. Some nice placement on that serve. Evans with a great up.
Call that one in. Ashley Walker. She had a powerful hit right before it, but yeah, Peyton Evans, what a return. And back to serve for the Aviators. It's going to be Caroline Shomo. Westerman to Evans. And Olivia Bensman, the junior, with the swing. Stevenson sends it over for the Aviators. Evans to Rosano. Rosano with the kill. And, between Rosano and Abby Samuel, they've been doing all the dirty work tonight. Definitely two of the star players.
These last 3 points have been off of three straight kills. I mean, Helm started off, and the next two, Gabby Rosano.
Hit by the Aviators. Catches the Mason defense sleeping. Smart volleyball play there. Walker with the serve. Evans to Abby Samuel. Abby Samuel, she was just a little bit late on that one. She sent it into the net. Rosano with the swing, but a beautiful return by Stevenson. Evans is sent into the net. And they're going to call her for a net violation. Ashley Walker with the serve. Evans outside to Gabby Rosano. Rosano, another smart volleyball play with the tip. She's been having those hard swings all night, but decides to change it up a bit.
Number 12, Kate Suzuki, checks back in to serve. This junior, these past couple sets, she's really had a lot of aces and some great serves with creating this rally. Although that serve will go straight into the net, and that will be another point for the Aviators. They'll take the lead 5-4, and back to serve is Lindsay Stevenson, junior. The serve is in. Some great communication there by the Comets. Phenomenal up and great tip by, but it will be a point for the Aviators.
Yeah, a lot of beautiful tips there from the Aviators. Got to keep the Mason defense in check, make sure they're moving around.
Definitely this set, there's been a bunch of smart plays by the Aviators that have just caught the Comets off guard.
The outside swing by the Aviators is no good. They're going to call a double touch from Rosano. It's Peyton Evans, captain, she's going to talk with the officials. Coach Dinkblocker not happy about that one. And I'm going to have to agree with Coach Dink on that one. I thought Rosano was going up for the block. And, you know, not supposed to call double touches on the blocks. And Rosano, she's going to make up for it on that one, and she picks up the kill, and they're letting some of that frustration out.
Freshman Maya Ehlers goes back to the line to serve. She's had a phenomenal night so far, lots of aces. Helps bring some of the victory to the points from last set for the Comets. She has a great up to keep the ball going.
Ehlers should have a nice return there. Bianchini sends it over. The Aviators, they're going to pick up the point. Now back to serve. It's going to be Rachel Farquhar. She sends it over. Zazicki to Samuel, and Samuel sends that one out of bounds on the swing.
Once that ball gets in Samuel's sweet spot, I mean, you know, that ball just goes straight down. That one happened to go out, but most of them, once you get in that sweet little spot.
You know, that's one of the hardest hits in volleyball, having to go from the middle position and put it straight down. And Samuel, she's done a nice job tonight. That was a rare mistake. And then that time, she's going to pick up the tip for the Comets. So 9-6, now the Aviator lead. Postel sends it over. But Katie Helms, how about that one? With the kill on the net, bringing the force.
She really got up there on that one. I mean, that ball went straight down. Postel with the serve is in, and that's an ace for Gabby Postel. Another point for the Comets, bringing it even closer to only a 1-point difference with Sycamore on top.
You know, it seems like almost every time Gabby Postel's back to serve, she's picking up an ace. And she's been like that all year. Originally, she started off as a JV player, but, you know, she's showing the coaches, you know, she's something special, especially only as a sophomore, getting all this playing time early. She picks up another ace there.
I mean, especially beginning of the season early on when Evans wasn't there. She played a lot and helped in that other setter position. When Evans came back, I think she really had to work her way back up to be able to get some of that extra playing time, but it's paying off now.
And she's somebody down the line, you know, when Peyton Evans and Kate Zazicki graduate, she can kind of slide into that role, and they're naturally trying to, you know, get her ready. Even this year, when they've been playing some of the lesser GMC opponents in the Hamiltons and Middletowns, and try to get her some varsity experience at the setter position.
Be the Aviators serve. They took the lead by just 1 point.
Swing. That one's going to go out of bounds. A very young Comet roster. Got a lot of juniors, but you know, some of their key players, they're taking big roles like Katie Helms at the middle blocker position, and Addie Bianchini, the outside hitter. Maya Ehlers, you know, more of a defensive specialist, but she also plays outside as well. And again, the sophomore Katie Helms, nice kill there.
Most of these juniors, you know, I know they've worked their way back up to varsity, but a lot of these freshmen and sophomore, you know, the two freshmen obviously to their first year on varsity, but I'm pretty sure these three sophomores started off on JV, but worked their way up.
And that time, Bianchini, the freshman, She's going to pick up the kill for the Comets. They're starting to close the gap as they tie the game up 11-11. That one out to Walker. And Walker, she catches Maya Ayla sleeping. That was definitely a return of the ball. Walker's going to pick up the kill. Evans to Helms, a nice block on the line from Sycamore.
Cruciati gets that ball back up.
Beautiful swing there by Ashley Walker. Comets couldn't do anything about that one. You know, she just brings that pure force. Ehlers to Evans. Evans to Helms. Katie Helms. Not able to get, that set was a little bit too high, just out of her reach.
She's a little too early on that jump.
Sycamore extends their lead 14-11. Evans to Helms again. That time she's just going to go with the tip. With a beautiful recovery from Olivia Bensman. Addie Bianchini floats that one over. Some great on-the-net defense from both teams. Evans to Cruciata on the right side. Olivia Bensman, and they're going to call a lift. Coach Dinkelhocker, she's going to call a timeout. Her first of the third set as the Sycamore Aviators lead the Mason Comets 15-11.
Just in the beginning of this game.
Welcome back to Sycamore High School. The Sycamore Aviators currently lead the Mason Comets 15-11. And back to serve, it's going to be Caroline Shomo. That one's going to go out of bounds for a Comet point. Checking in for Mason, it's going to be Gabby Rosano and number 8, Haley Westerman.
She's going into this only a 3-point difference. It'll be interesting to see how she comes out of it. Her known for serving rallies.
Westerman sends that one over. It's going to be sent over by the Aviators by Walker. Evans to Helms. And Helms, how about that swing by the sophomore?
Definitely caught Sycamore off guard there. Westerman back to serve.
And Haley Westerman sends it over for Mason. The set by Morandi. What a beautiful tip. That time it's going to be Lucy Thaman, the sophomore.
The Comets, I think one thing you can see they're struggling a little bit with is just those tips, catching them off guard. The front row, I think they can maybe do a little bit better job.
Lily Bell checks into the game. It's going to be an ace for the Aviators. That time Stella Sadia.
Brings the lead up by 4 points for the Aviators. Their serve is in. Outside to Rosano.
Evans on the outside to Rosano. And Rosano with a beautiful tip. She's going to pick up the point for Mason.
Gabby Rosano, she does a great job. Not only does she just play with some really aggressive hits, she also plays really smart and knows when a great time would be to read the defense and pick up where they're at, being able to lead tips down, wherever she needs it.
Cruciata sends it over. And they're going to call a lift on the Aviators. They sent Ava Morandi a little bit too far into the net.
Back goes the Comets, creeping point by point back into this game. Only down by 2 points. So originally the last time out, I'm pretty sure they're down by 4 or 5. Beginning, only down by 1 point. Keep battling, and they tend to do this towards the end of the game. Maybe in the middle something happens, but towards the end they tend to get point by point better and get ready to catch the lead. Cruciata's getting ready to serve. It is in.
That's on the set by Morandi, outside to the freshman Lily Bell, and Lily Bell picks up the kill. Checking in for the Aviators. That time it's going to be still Sadia. Peyton Evans to Rosano, and Rosano picks up the kill. She hits that one right to the center of the court. A little bit too quick for Ashley Walker, though.
Rosano makes it look so easy. I mean, you can definitely tell with all the different styles of her hits. That one looked to be a little bit more natural, but caught Sycamore off guard. Maybe they're expecting a little more aggressive kill.
Suzuki with the serve. Now she takes the set to Rosano, and that one unnatural. That one goes out of bounds.
A little too aggressive on that one.
A little bit too aggressive. And Rosano, she's a big multi-sport athlete. Not only is she a star volleyball player, but next year she's taking in on a big role for the girls basketball team. They had that wild state run last year. With the absence of the big center, Kyla Oldeker, Rosano, she's going to have to take her place. Back to serve formation. It's going to be the freshman, Maya Ehlers. She sends it over, a nice serve. That one for the Aviators, back to Lily Bell. Gets caught up in the rafters, but drops down for the Comets. The set by Moran.
That's going to be a point for the Comets. Ball goes straight into the net, and freshman Maya Ehlers is back to the line.
Yeah, Sycamore, they're trying to be a little bit too fancy there on the slide step. Sometimes you just got to get the ball over the net. It's Ehlers with the serve. Sent back over by Sycamore. Ehlers recovers. And Cruciata free balls it over. A nice block by Evans. And the Comets, they're going to pick up the point. And they tied the ball game up at 19.
Freshman Maya Ehlers with the serve. That one gets over with a little help by the net. And that ball was blocked.
Nice block from Abby Samuel. She's been there all game today, leading the team in blocks tonight.
Those blocks really come out. It's helpful. It's a timeout by Sycamore, but back to the blocks. I mean, Abby Samuel, that really helps in the last couple points of the game. Right now, Mason just took the lead for the first time since the very beginning of this match. Up by only 1 point, but creeping the way back in. Get Sycamore a little flustered.
Yeah, definitely a big momentum shift for Mason. Take the lead. They've been down all set. And this is do or die time. This third set is always crucial, especially when those first two sets were a draw at 1-1. This is going to determine the momentum for the rest of the game, or the rest of the match. But currently, Comets, they have it. They're going to have to build off of it.
This timeout, I think, from Sycamore was a way to bring back some of their confidence, but maybe to try to ice the server, Maya Ehlers. She looks to have some nice confidence. She's going back to the line to serve. This freshman tends to get a lot of aces, especially late in these games. But her serve is in. And she has another ace from freshman Maya Ehlers.
Maya Ehlers. She's been playing spectacular. You know, there's two underclassmen, Maya Ehlers and Gabby Postel. They've really been stepping it up behind the serving line. She sends that one over.
Another
pick up a second straight ace. That timeout didn't do anything to slow her down.
You can tell by the look on her face, she's really focused, and that's going to cause another timeout from Sycamore. This time, I think they're a little bit more focused on what they can do better versus trying to bring down the Comets.
Yeah, you know, Maya Ehlers, she's hot right now. You know, that back row from Sycamore, they've got to step it up a little bit. Comets, they only need 3 more points to take this second set. And the way they're playing right now, they're more than capable to do it.
Freshman Maya Ehlers looking like that senior back there. It's giving her a run for her money.
So Ehlers back to serve. He sends that one over the net. Turned by the Aviators. Carly Thiel with a nice swing. Zizicki. Evan, but they're going to call a double touch. In the Sycamore student section, the Ave Cave, you know, they've really showed out tonight. They're bringing all the energy. As Zizicki sends that one over to Abby Samuel, and Abby Samuel with a beautiful hit. Again, some great frontline defense from both teams tonight. Peyton Evans, that time with the block. She pops it up for Bianchini to send it over.
Sycamore there is real struggling trying to get that ball over Abby Samuel, but there's a kill. That will be the Aviators' point right on that line. Bring it back to only a 1-point difference. Comets still have the lead 22-21. Sycamore creeping their way back into this.
The Aves send it over. Evans finds Abby Samuel, and it's going to be in. Sycamore student section, they're disappointed. The whole crowd doesn't like that call. But a huge momentum shift for the Comets.
These two sophomores, Combs and Postel, checks back in to serve. Postel gets it in.
And that one, a golden opportunity for Carly Thiel. She's going to send that one into the net. That would have, all she had to do was just put her hands up and drop that one straight down, but she went try to go for the fancy kill and was unsuccessful. So 24-21. It's set point here in the third set. That time the block by Helms and Bianchini. The swing by Thiel. Redeems herself from that last play.
Only a 2-point lead by the Comets here. They still got some points to work with, but Cruciata checks back into the game.
Anna Schlegen-Mendez serves it, returned by Ehlers. Zizicki to Addie Bianchini, and Addie Bianchini with the kill. As that's going to end the third set, 25-22. And the underclassmen, Addie Bianchini, Gabby Postel, and Mila Ehlers, they're getting it done for the Comets as they take the third set. And welcome back to Sycamore High School as the Mason Comets just took the third set, 25-22, and they needed that. They've been playing, I think safely they've been playing better than Sycamore tonight, but they just had too many mistakes.
I agree. It almost shows like maybe they were a little nervous early on in this game, but I think some nerves finally went away. Evans with the serve. It's over.
Got to be free balled over. Evans to Katie Helms. Katie Helms. How about that kill?
She's another one when that ball, I feel like straight up right in front of her, nice in her sweet spot, that thing just goes straight down. Another key aspect of these Comets getting a bunch of these points.
And Evans sends that one over. Weird serve. I think she was trying to float it a little bit. But that one's going to sail out of bounds, tying this fourth set up 1-1. That one's going to go into the net from Carly Thiel. Checking in for Mason, Gabby Rosano. And going back to serve, the sophomore Haley Westerman. Westerman sends it over. Set by Moran. To Ashley Walker, and Ashley Walker, that's a nice skill. She's been slow to get started tonight.
That was great placement, corner of the court. Caught Comets a little
bit out of sync there. But Walker, she's leading the Aviators in kills. And tonight she hasn't showed that. She's has that big leadership role as the sole senior. She's got to pump her team up, especially after that kill from Gabby Rosano.
Those seniors on both teams, really helps bring the leadership and I guess some positive energy to both these teams, helps them get going. We've seen a lot out of Rosano tonight. She's played excellent like always. Cruciato with the serve.
She sends it over. Set by Moran. On the right side to Walker, but how about that return from Haley Westerman? They're going to call a double touch on the set. A little bit of a questionable call there. Coach Dink a little bit baffled. That one on the outside of Rosano, and it drops down for a Comet kill. Sycamore, his feet weren't moving fast enough.
Junior Suzuki checks back in, goes back to the line to serve.
She's going to send it over. Nice serve. Recovered by the Aviators. Suzuki on the outside of Rosano. Rosano puts a swing on it. And that one all the way out of bounds from Lucy Thaman.
Great decision there by Westerman. Lets that one go out.
Suzuki, she sends it over. How about that block? The solo block from the setter and outside hitter, Peyton Evans. And the Comets, I've been really impressed with their blocking tonight. They haven't shown that as one of their strengths throughout the season. Abby Samuel, she's been pretty consistent. But the whole team tonight, Katie Helms, Abby Samuel, and Peyton Evans, of course. They're going to have some beautiful blocks.
That ball was hit out of bounds by Sycamore. I feel like that call might have been, it is their point. That was a miscommunication by the...
A little bit of miscommunication from the refs. The back judge set hers out, but the line judge, she's got overruling, and she's going to say hit the line. She did have a little bit better of a view at that one. That's Cruciato. Sends it to Suzuki, who then sends it to Rosano. Rosano racking up her kill count tonight. She's leading the team.
freshman Maya Ehlers with the serve. Sycamore gets it up, and that will be their point. Coach Dink believes that there were only a tip, but the refs overrule it and says there was 4 touches. So that would be Sycamore's point.
Set from Morandi. They're going to say that time Bianchini was in the net. The Comets, they were off to a hot start. Starting to lose that momentum. 7-6 the lead as Bianchini picks up the kill.
It's going to be another point for the Comets. Raise that lead up to 2 points, 8-6 in this 4th set. 2 sophomores check back in. Number 14, Gabby Postel with the serve. It is over and into the net. That'll be another point for Sycamore, bringing the lead to only 1 point by the Comets. Sycamore with the serve. Bianchini gets that one up.
Rosano out to Evans, and Evans picks up a kill. And she hasn't been stuffing the stat sheet tonight. But man, she's been a true impact player for this Comet squad. Getting it done from all angles. It's Evans with the set to Ehlers, who sends it over. Morandi to Thiel, and Carly Thiel is going to pick up the kill. Carly Thiel back to serve. As Ehlers returns it. Evans to Helms. That one blocked but returned by the Aviators. Walker. She started to pick it up towards the end of the 3rd set and into this 4th set.
It's going to tie the score 9-9. It's going to be Aviators serve.
And Thiel is going to pick up the ace on that one. And Carly Thiel, she is pumped up. She's trying to break out of her shell in this 4th set. The Comets, they're looking to contain here and come out with a victory in 4 sets. Cruciata to Evans. Evans to Katie Helms, who blocked out the net. Evans back to Olivia Benjamin. And Olivia Benjamin can send that one into the net for a Sycamore point.
Comets could have really used that point there. Now they're down by 2 with the Aviators coming back. A nice serve. Bianchini gets it a little out of placement.
A little bit of another miscommunication there from the officials, and they're going to call that one out. Coach Stinkelactor, she's starting to get a little frustrated. She's not angry, but definitely getting frustrated with some of these officials. They're not even really agreeing with each other.
Bianchini sinks that one again. Coach Shaw is there to pick her up, but it's going to be a timeout for the Mason Comets.
And the Comets, they're starting to lose all that momentum. Came out to an early lead in the 4th set, but now they're down 13-9. Audrey, what's Coach Stinkelactor preaching to the squad right now in the huddle?
I think right now, this kind of goes back to the 1st set. I feel like they came out really strong and they had a decent lead, but then, they kind of, I feel like they almost got relaxed a little too much and kind of let Sycamore creep back in. I think Coach Dink's just going to tell them to relax back there. I think they're a lot of serves, they're shanking out of bounds, and I feel like they're a little too tense, but right now, I think they're just gonna try and get these serves back up. This serve receive, you know, that's really, their serves are getting in, but it's gonna be a serve for the Aviators. And a kill for Katie Helms. Puts that one right into the corner. Sycamore could not get that one over.
And Katie Helms, but she puts all of her force into the ball. She's arguably the hardest hitter on this Comet team. And only a sophomore. I mean, Coach Dinkelwacker and the coaching staff, they're going to be excited to have her for the next 2 years. She's really stepped into a big role this year, and she's been playing phenomenal.
Same with Haley Westerman, you know, just another great serve. All these underclassmen are really proving themselves. But so are some of those upperclassmen. I mean, Gabby Rosano with another kill from the night.
Gabby Rosano, yeah, she's the true leader for this Comet team. And probably the Comet's most consistent hitter. For Westerman, she's consistent behind the line if she sends that one over. The tip by the Aviators, the great recovery by Evans. It's going to get lost in the net.
New rotation, junior Lindsay Stevenson.
Aviators send that one over, returned by Crociata. Evans to Rosano. And again, Gabby Rosano, she's been misreliable tonight. Seems like almost every one of her kills, or her swings have been a kill.
You know, that's helping the Comets, bringing back that lead for Sycamore, only 2 points. So we're moving the way back up the scoreboard. That serve won't go over, falls quite short by Crociata. It's going to be another point for the Aviators. Senior Ashley Walker is going to go back to the line to serve. Serves in.
Evans takes the set over to Rosano. That one a little bit too much as that one's going to sail out of bounds. 16-12. Now the Aviator lead. The Comets 4-point differential. This is their time to come back. It's Westerman to Evans. Evans to Rosano, but a great return from Ashley Walker. Walker with the back row attack. Westerman recovers it. Abby Samuel with the swing, but again, great defense from Sycamore. Evans on the outside to Rosano. Rosano with the tip. And Stella Sedilla, how about that slide? Evans to Rosano one more time, and it's going to go out of bounds. So a back and forth rally eventually falls in Sycamore's favor. And that was one the Comets needed. You know, they had to close the gap a little bit.
It's going to change the lead to 5 points by Sycamore. 17-12. Headed into the end of this fourth set. It's going to be a serve for the Aviators. Outside to Rosano. She gets that one over. Some great defense by Sycamore there.
And that one.
Point for the Comets.
Yeah, it's going to hit the antenna.
Kate Suzuki goes back to the line to serve.
The Comets, they needed just something to change. And you know, a fresh server now, Kate Suzuki. Hoping to sway the tide a little bit as Suzuki sends it over. And miscommunication there by Sycamore as Suzuki's going to pick up an ace.
That point right there, you can tell by looks on the faces of these Mason Comet players. I feel like that one brought some more energy. You know, they're closing that gap, only 3 points now. I think this energy is going to help them get even closer to possibly winning this set and the game overall.
Suzuki finds Abby Samuel. Abby Samuel just tips it over. Stevenson on the outside to Stella Sedilla. That ball's going to drop just outside the line for a Comet point. They're starting to close the gap 15-17.
We have 2-point difference. Suzuki with the serve.
How about that block by Abby Samuel? We've been saying it all night long. She's been getting it done on the front net. And Sycamore calls their first timeout of the set. And Audrey, the Comets, slow start to this fourth set. Fell behind towards the middle of it, but now only a 1-point game.
I feel like right now, definitely. I interviewed Abby Samuel a couple weeks ago after one of her games, and they said earlier that the energy, these different points, it really brings up their energy to help carry in some confidence into winning this game. And I feel like right now, those past couple of points, those upperclassmen leaders, Rosano and Samuel and Evans out there, they really bring up this energy for the rest of the team.
You can just see the energy on their faces right now. They're ready to roll. They're wanting to take this one home in 4 sets. As Zizicki, she's back to serve and sends that one a little bit too deep.
Really out by Zizicki, but another point for the Aviators. Junior Lindsay Stevenson, number 1's going to go back to the line to serve.
That one's going to be a floater. Zizicki to Abby Samuel, who just tips it over. Westerman. Pass to Zizicki. Outside of Peyton Evans, and they're going to call that one in.
Phenomenal, great cross-court hit by Evans there. They really needed that right there. That really brought some energy to their faces. You can tell they're smiling. Now this is just what we need. Freshman Maya Ehlers goes back to the line. She checks in.
That was pinpoint accuracy there by Evans. She's able to drop that straight on the line right in front of the official. So Maya Ehlers, freshman.
Almost just the person we need right now. Last set, she proved her worthiness. A lot of aces and serves in a row when we needed it.
That time, a great defensive stop. Zizicki's trying to catch Sycamore sleeping. That time, Thiel picks up the kill. They now lead the Comets 19-17. That ball sent over, returned by Crociata. Zizicki to Evans. Nice defensive stop by Thiel. And they're going to call a double touch. Comets, they were relieved on the bench to have that one.
Another underclassman, sophomore Gabby Postel is going to check back in to serve. These are probably 2 of the, actually 3 of the best servers, I should say, back to back, and Postel gets that serve over.
And yeah, in this Comet rotation, there's really is no weak spot on the service line. As that time the Comets are going to pick up a kill. So tie the game up at 19.
Comes is really good reading the court and just finding those open spots and where to really find the best placement for that ball, and that was perfect. Caught Sycamore off guard. They're all clumped up towards the front. She was able to get it over. But Gabby Postel serves that ball out of bounds. It's going to be a point for the Aviators. They're going to take that lead 20-19. Really anyone's game still, just a 1-point difference. I think it's really going to depend on who brings it better.
Nice serve there by Sudia. Zizicki to Addie Bianchini, and how about that one? Fires it in a straight line. That goes straight down. The game now tied up 20-20. Peyton Evans, the junior, back to serve. But Sycamore, they're going to call a timeout. I'd love to see this ferocious attitude from Mason. It's something they didn't really bring during the first 3 sets, but towards the end of this fourth, they've really been bringing the energy, rallying back in it. It's a tied ball game.
Right now, you could tell a couple points earlier, it looked like Coach Dink just getting a little frustrated, but right now, the Comets, they did what she was asking them. They're fighting their way through this game. I think right now she's just reassuring them that, they really still are in this. It's just tied, 5 more points. Some smiling faces as the Comets walk back out on the court. It's going to be Comets ball to serve. number 3, junior Peyton Evans. She brings a high leadership key to this team, and right now, we could really use some of that. Tied going into the 4th set, up winning 2-1. There's going to be another ace for Peyton Evans. No, there you go. We just said she probably use some of this energy right now, and there you go. There you have it. Another ace for Evans. It's going to bring a lead to the Comets. They're up 21-20.
Evans drops that one in. The set by Morandi. That's going to be blocked by Helms, but it goes out of bounds. Tie game 21-21. Back and forth between these two rivals. Amazing atmosphere at Volley for the Cure.
Carly Field with the serve for Sycamore.
That one's going to be set over by Bensman. Set by Morandi. That one tipped, but a nice recovery by Marissa Crociata. That time, Evans finds Addie Bianchini, and she's been lighting it up here in the 4th set. She's trotting back to serve. So Addie Bianchini, the freshman, kind of sparking a fire on this Comet side of the court.
Really hasn't served much this season, but let's see what she's got. She's got a nice floater over the net.
Lily Bell, a great diving return from Evans. Bensman sends it over. Turned by the Aviators. This Walker's going to free ball it over. Evans in the middle to Helms. Luckily, the Aviators are able to keep it up in the air. Crociata to Evans in the middle. On the outside to Rosano, and Gabby Rosano with the kill. 23-21, now the Mason lead. All they need is 2 more.
We said this earlier with Peyton Evans, the upperclassmen leadership. Gabby Rosano, she really helps this Mason Comets team. Bianchini with the serve, it's over.
Walker, recovered by Rosano. Evans on the right side to Bensman, and Bensman with a high swing, but it's going to be stopped by the Aviators. That time, Ashley Walker's going to pick up the kill. It drops right in between Olivia Bensman and Katie Helms off of the block.
See the look of frustration on their faces after that, but I feel like, that mistake right there might bring them looking forward to getting their next block. And a kill for Katie Helms.
Katie Helms, man, there's nothing you can do to stop that one, Audrey. I know I couldn't do anything to stop it. She just brings pure force for the Comets. 24-22. Now the Comet lead. All they need is 1 more, and they're going to take the 2022 Volley for the Cure. Ashley Walker with a swing, returned by Bianchini. Evans on the outside to Rosano, and the Comets take it. 25-22, and that's going to do it as the Mason Comets defeat the Sycamore Aviators in 4 sets. And Audrey, it's been a special atmosphere here at Volley for the Cure, playing for a great cause, breast cancer awareness. In the first set, I think we can both agree, it wasn't the Comets' finest. A little bit of a slow start, but then they really picked up the energy in the last 3 sets.
I agree. We've said it the whole game, Gabby Rosano, those last couple kills, that really helps those Comets, and she finishes the game with one of her final kills.
And that's going to wrap things up here from Sycamore High School. The Mason Comets take the Battle of the Skies and the annual Volley for the Cure matchup as they beat the Sycamore Aviators in 4 sets. I've been Adam Little, joined alongside my partner in tonight's broadcast, Audrey Hunt. We got Caden Winship working the camera and Daniel Panetti working everything.